It's my job to earn your respect. And for that to come in from a man that's clearly established himself as a great defensive coordinator and great coach, for him to come in and say, I know I have to earn your respect, that says a lot.
Later in sports, players and coaches react to the hiring of McMackin, plus what commitment Coach Mack is making to the Warriors.
Boy, all this talk with his pay and the big raise, but I mean, it's his time, right? This guy's ready for the job.
Yeah, I mean, almost 40 years of coaching experience, and he's come a long way. Look back at his resume. When he coached at Miami and they won a national championship, his defense, when he was the coordinator, #1 in total defense, #1 in scoring defense, #1 in rushing defense.
Yeah.
Guy can coach.
Guy can coach. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Thank you, Robert.
Thanks, Robert. Now, with his promotion, McMackin is now the highest paid state employee. But is he worth it? KITV's Dan Meisenzahl asked the woman who hired him, UH Manoa Chancellor Virginia Hinshaw.
Greg McMackin, head football coach at the University of Hawaii.
The program has a new head coach to the tune of $5.5 million over the next 5 years, thanks to a deal he worked out with Chancellor Hinshaw.
To those who maybe don't see the importance of sports and football, how do you justify that?
Well, that is the market that we exist in, the WAC conference, and so we look at those issues as well. But I think you've got to realize other values that athletics brings to the community and the state. This is the state's team.
And Hinshaw says McMackin has it all: an impressive resume, a history of success, and widespread support.
We went for the best person, and it happened to be that we were able to do it rapidly because we had the best person here.
With the Warriors' first ever invite to a BCS bowl game, many feel that Hawaii's on the verge.
We're right at the point where we can be a big-time football program.
But to be big time, you have to spend big time, and the spending is just beginning.
Certainly, we're looking at the coaches, assistant and associate coaches' salaries, looking at returfing Cook Field, redoing the offices. We want to move quickly to get some of those things done now, and we need help.
No word yet on how much of the money will be from private donations or taxpayer dollars, but success can pay for itself. After expenses, school officials say UH will clear approximately $3 million from the Warriors' appearance in the Sugar Bowl. Dan Meisenzahl, KITV4 Island Television News.
If you missed this morning's press conference with Greg McMackin, you can watch it on our website at KITV.com.
Meanwhile, the Hawaii State Legislature opened today focused on UH Warrior pride. In the Senate, the UH Warriors were introduced to a burst of applause. Senate President Colleen Hanabusa said that while the Hawaii Super Ferry deeply divided the state, the Warriors united us. Hanabusa said as policymakers, they must live up to this example of unity and honor.
And the question is, can we, as policymakers, live up to this example? The answer is yes, because we must.
We can achieve everyone's dreams. Hawaii deserves the best from each of us.
House Speaker Calvin Say promised to help the UH tackle the $400 million needed for backlog repairs. Lawmakers said another priority will be to help families struggling with rising food and gas prices.
A critical vote. While there was concern and anger at the state capitol about genetically modified taro, there was only love and pride at another rally to honor the UH Warriors. Lawmakers honored the victorious Warrior football team, as well as the women on the university's championship soccer and volleyball teams. All three teams won 2007 WAC championships.
One person does not win a championship, but a team does. And for all of us, this is only the beginning.
Lawmakers say they're hoping to ride on the pride of all three UH championship teams and accomplish many improvements for the school this season. National business trends have some loyal local employers ready to hire more help. Find out if they're looking for you.
And coming up later in your Island Sports, Greg McMackin making his rounds today.
In sports with Robert Kekala.
Greg McMackin's first head coaching gig was at Aloha High School in Oregon. Resume of the new head coach of the UH football team covers almost 40 years through 10 different colleges and 3 professional teams. He's got a history of success and a culture of winning. Twice, he was defensive coordinator at UH, and twice, 99 and 07, Warriors won the WAC. I hope you're all having a pleasant evening. Like we told you at the top of our show, Greg McMackin named Warriors' new head football coach this morning, replacing June Jones, who took over at SMU. For 17 years, McMackin's been a defensive coordinator, but he's always had a desire to be head coach. This is the third top job of his career. Your first head coaching job, Aloha High School, Oregon. Is your last head coaching job here in the Aloha State?
You know, I think that's my destiny. This is my last contract, unless they extend it. But, but no pressure. But my wife and I feel like this is where we want to live. It seems funny that I started at Aloha Warriors and ended up with the Warriors. So
it's unreal.
It's destiny.
Of course, recruiting is Mac's immediate concern. Then it's getting the fans to buy what he's selling.
Now is the time that we need help. We've got the greatest fans in the world, and we have to keep them, and we have to grow.
In helping growth, UH also announced its earliest ever start on season ticket sales today with no price increases. McMackin promised effort, and with excitement, he knows comes expectation. Is it exciting for you that you take over a program where the cupboard's not bare?
Oh, exactly. I mean, the cupboard isn't bare. I'm really excited about the defensive guys. We lost some offensive guys, but, you know, there are a lot of good players in this program, and they're winners.
40 years of coaching under your belt. Have your juices just been rejuvenated right now?
I'm jacked up.
Now, he's not the only one jacked up. In this case, change was welcome.
It's positive from here on out. The negativity's gone. We believe in this leadership that's going to move us in the right direction. So today is a positive day as we move forward.
He'll go out there and get the fans to support the program. I think he has great vision, and I think that's what makes him a great coach.
As far as Mac's assistants, nothing concrete yet, but bet on Ron Lee being offensive coordinator and Cal Lee being defensive coordinator. Jeff Reinbold is joining Jones at SMU. Also expect some former Warriors like Nick Rolovich and Brian Smith to be invited to join the staff. Coach is committed. In fact, he and his wife are relocating their daughter and grandchildren to Hawaii. And remember the Sugar Bowl? All the excitement it created? Some called it a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Some.
And the next time we get to the Sugar Bowl, we're going to kick their ass.
Expectations high, as you said, right?
Coach.
That's right. Okay, thank you, Robert.
Thank you, Robert.
Yeah.
That's our 6 o'clock news.